What's up, y'all? My name is Devin Stanford. This is the Good Kraken Show, and it is episode 76. I am joined here today by the one and only, the screaming Polynesian, Ernell Pearson. What's up?
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Who is coming back tomorrow with Ocean Shrine Storytime?
Yes,
right.
I sure am, baby. We'll be talking about that a little bit later. Devin, how you doing, baby? How you doing, dude?
I'm doing good.
Do you have a good weekend? What'd you do this weekend?
I played some video games, and I watched some anime, and I heard a ba-ding.
What? What does that even mean?
No. Garrick just joined in the Discord. Hello, sir.
I had the thing off. Oh, Garrick, baby.
Garrick,
If he's there, he might be setting up still.
Yeah.
We're expecting. Is he coming? Is he coming? I might have. There you go. Oh. Hey!
The weather is fucking whack.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, fucking it is here. I am on the wrong side. I'm gonna move things around just really quick. We had to resort, Garrick, to kind of doing like a temporary like little setup here. Ooh,
I figured that was the case, dude. I rolled. It was like I was 10 minutes from my house, and then I literally just drove into a blizzard, and I was just like, oh great.
I'm Devin. Look at me. I'm flying around.
Hey, 5-star man.
Okay, so Devin is Ernell and Ernell is Devin in the scene sourcing. So that's good to know. That's good to know.
Is that what's happening right now?
Oh my God, Griff, Twitch hates you. I'm subbed and still getting ads. Why are you getting ads? No,
I don't like that.
I don't like that either. I have ads for Twitch subs turned off. That's not okay. Garrick, tell us how your weekend was, man.
Quiet, man. Due to unfortunate circumstances, my wife and the rest of my in-laws were away for a funeral this weekend. So
shit. Okay.
I stayed home with the puppers, and I had my overnight shift last night, and the puppers went to work with me, dude. I literally just brought him to work. We hung out for just 12 hours, just chilled.
Okay, I see you, King.
Okay.
I see you, King. I see you out here bringing the puppers along everywhere with you. Okay, Devin's ass is sticking out of the bottom of the frame here. I gotta fix that now. There you go. There we go. All right, no more Devin ass. No more Devin ass. Oh my God, yeah. So Garrick is getting the snowstorm over there. We got some ice last night. And it was horrifying this morning to drive in for us to get to work. It was terrifying.
Yeah,
For real.
I slid twice this morning.
Man,
on my way to work.
I'd be sliding in and out of the. I'm not never.
Catch me sideways, as Paul Wall said.
Catch me outside.
Yeah, what's up?
I know. I'm sorry. I'm absurd. I spent this weekend kind of doing like little tiny chore work, just like here and there, and kind of like taking care of some things. Mostly, as some of our viewers at home will be able to see in our chat. I have
chat, good
completely finally navigated our chat commands, our Twitch commands to Stream Elements. Because fuck Streamlabs, you know what I'm saying? Fuck Streamlabs. So
dude, Slobs is sloppy.
It's they're sloppy, morally and technically, and so I finally got a chance to get almost all of our commands. I left out some of the ones that we had accumulated that were just useless. I kept for me.
Yes,
Xander with a raid. What's happening, baby?
Hey,
Hi, Xander, baby. Hold on,
Yo.
we do have a raid command now. There we go. There we go.
Put in that raid command, y'all.
Let's go. Let's go. There we go. It's lit. Thank you, Xander. We love you, baby. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. I finally got our Stream Element stuff set up and ready to go, and it's looking good so far. We're looking good so far. Surreal. Hey, what's happening? What's happening, Wheat Bread? How you doing, baby? I did that. I set up my my cactor behind me again. Right there. He's in front of
that's
Chris.
nice. I like that.
Got my cactor there. He's in Christmas red because it's Crackmas. It's Crackmas, y'all. Crackmas season.
Crackmas.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's KR Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we don't support crack, because that's fucked up.
But we support crack, like ass crack.
Xanderson, I'm gonna go wash my face real quick. Is that the alien coom that we heard about? Is that what we were? Yeah,
I saw it. It was thick.
Okay, I think that is
Okay.
all right. I think that's the perfect time for an introduction. Honestly, take it away, Devin.
Well, you know it's also thick. Mega Man's Mega Return,
Yes.
Assassin's Creed's mashup, our 2021 gaming predictions, and much more. Yeah, that's right, Surreal. What? Because this is Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. If you're riding this wave, you can head on over to patreon.com/Good Kraken Show, my favorite phrase to say lately, where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive post-show content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services across the digital sea. Where you at, Garrick? Where you at? Where you at?
Yarg.
Thank you, Ernell. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record the show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. We would love for you to give that to us to help us keep pushing content out for all of you listening and or watching at home. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken, ! And leaving a review there.
Oh, fuck. What's up, Devin?
We got some captain's orders here. All right. So, emotes and sub badges are ready for all of y'all. Go check that shit out. We got it here. We got it in the Discord. We got it here. And we also have it in the Discord.
We have it here, and it's also in the
Discord.
And also in the Discord, as one
which
would
you
say.
Can find right here.
There you go.
Let's become part of the crew. Y'all join the Discord. What's up? Yo. So you know what? Join our Discord,
please,
and use our new fact check server.
Yes. So
Xander is the fucking boy and set up this shit for us, and I love him because I was just talking to Ernell the other day. I was like, "Hey, we're a community. Let's be a community. We should be a community." So then that way you can find the emotes here and also on the Discord, but also here.
Now, unfortunately, Devin told me that, and I said, "Hey, I'm too fucking busy. Why don't you fucking do it?" And he said, "Hey, I'm busy too." And so Xander was like, "Hey,
I'm busy too.
I'm busy too, but today I'm not." And so he just did a whole bunch of shit on our Discord just like without even like telling us, and just one day messaged us and was like, "Hey, I did this," and we were like, "Lit, we love you. Please, please let me touch you."
He just pulled a glow up on our entire Discord in like one day.
Spoiler alert, that alien coom came from Ernell.
Surreal, y'all lazy. You know, I wish I could say that. I really do wish that was true, as much as I would like that to be. Unfortunately, me and Devin work day jobs that take up a majority of our time, and
actual potatoes, guys.
And
then I'm a dad. You know what? Yeah, Surreal, you're right. We're just potatoes.
Yeah,
we're potatoes.
I know. I'm lazy. I'm just a lazy guy. Now the lazy guy that works blue collar plays
don't get proud. Don't get proud. Don't get proud.
I'm not proud. I'm lazy.
He's not proud. He's proud.
Listen. Let
let
Surreal talk her shit. All right. Let Surreal talk her shit on us. We deserve it. We need to be humbled because we're at a 10 at all times. You know what I'm saying? We need to be notched down to a 6. That's why we have Surreal and Esco.
I don't know about she, but I'll crank it to 11 more.
Anyways, the other little detail here that's really important is the fact check thing. We didn't put it in our intro for today, but going forward, we will have a thing that will be explaining that if you are watching live, you have an important job, and that is to go to our Discord, go to fact check in there in our channel, to the server fact check, and anything that we get wrong or we need fact checked or we're just fucking dumb on, throw in fact check, and we will read off everything we fucked up at the end of the show.
Yep.
Okay? Sound good? We
Yep.
love you guys. And Surreal, LOL, I'm here to humble you bitches. And Xander giving us our brand new Xander nut button. I love it.
I didn't realize that.
I love it, baby. Let's fucking go.
God.
Let's fucking go.
He would make his face the nut button. You
No, it was
dork.
me. I made it.
Oh, yeah.
I made that one. Devin, what do we got next?
Yo, you know what's also been made? Some trickling little alien coom. I mean, little waves. Ernell, why don't you tell
Little
them about
coom. Little coom.
little alien cooms?
Griff says I was born for this responsibility. Griff, we fucking love you, dude. Seriously. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Thank all of you for being here.
I have two nuts. Wait.
Wait, yeah.
Not
Holy
twice.
shit. Little Waves, guys, is our little segment. Oh, Devin's getting blurry over there. Oh, there we go. I had to focus for a second. You're good. You're good. You just had to focus. Oh, there's that pretty little
I
mug.
just got you. Don't fail me already.
Little Waves is our little segment. We talk about some new stuff that we didn't think was going to be quite big enough to take in our main news segment. We just try to burn through them really fast as fast as we possibly can because we like to talk our shit too, just like Surreal. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, baby.
That's right.
First off, Keiko Nobumoto, prolific anime writer behind Cowboy Bebop and Macross Plus, has unfortunately passed away at 57. Losing good ones, y'all. Losing good ones. Keiko Nobumoto, the writer behind such anime as Cowboy Bebop, Macross Plus, Wolf's Rain, and Tokyo Godfathers, has passed away at the age of 57. News of Nobumoto was made public via a Facebook post from writer Dai Saito, who had worked with Nobumoto in the past on Wolf's Past and Cowboy Bebop. She allegedly passed away after a battle with esophageal cancer. Unfortunately. Now, here's the thing, too. Keiko Nobumoto was also a big part of Kingdom Hearts 1 as well and got special thanks in the credits for Kingdom Hearts 2. She is very prolific, very popular in the anime world, and we send her our best wishes. Her family, our best wishes, and rest in fucking power, Keiko.
Yeah, rest in power.
Rest in fucking power,
Sorry, Netflix did you dirty.
Damn, that's for sure. That's for damn
though.
sure, dude. Yeah, unfortunately. Whew, rest in peace, Keiko,
Convenient
and
timing.
and rest in peace, Peter. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a Peter command on the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hit it, baby.
Let's get some Peter. Let's get some Peter in here.
Let's get some Peter in
But
here.
Peter the Dolphin Dog.
Let's get Peter in here is not how we should be phrasing that. That's not.
Yeah, no. Poor wording.
Next
wording.
up.
I have a friend named Peter. I do.
Rip that guy.
Rest in peace, him. Yeah.
You know him too.
West Side Story fails to impress at the domestic weekend box office, but still gets win. Despite not having a stellar opening domestic box office performance, West Side Story's $10.5 million debut was still enough to secure the #1 spot above Disney's Encanto. West Side Story's box office debut was not what Disney and 20th Century Studios were hoping for, as it cost $100 million to produce.
Okay.
Big yikes.
You guys saw the trailer for this, right?
Yeah. Many
Okay.
a time. Many a time.
So the one thing that I noticed, at least to me, when I was watching this trailer repeatedly, because it was the same trailer for months.
Every movie.
And it was always like the last freaking trailer too. But like this film to me cinematically looked like someone had just took like a 4K Red Dragon film camera and then stuck it up to a 90s sitcom TV and just filmed that 90s sitcom through a 4K lens, and it looks like crap.
I can say because I've talked to Ernell about this, because we've seen many a movie now together where this trailer has played.
Yes.
And it's this trailer in the Sing 2. Yeah, it's this trailer in the Sing 2 trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're at every movie and they're really loud.
Yep.
Louder than the movies.
Yeah.
I will say I actually appreciate what they were trying to do, because they were trying to make it look like an old film without it being an old film. And I appreciate that aspect of the art approach. I get what you're saying, but I look at it in that light because I'm like, oh, because at first I thought it was like one of those trailers for like one of those old movies that they're gonna show for a day or two, at the theater.
Yeah.
For like one showing each day.
Fathom Events presents.
Exactly. That's what I thought it was at first. But then I got it. I haven't seen the movie. It's not really my type of movie personally because I like violence. But just saying, I like violence and I mean, I can speak for all of us when I say that, right?
Yeah, there's violence here. There's violence in our Discord. There's violence here. And there's violence.
Yeah, which you can also find at
don't start ad bombing our fucking chat, please. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
They've had enough. They get enough watching our bullshit live on Twitch every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Saturday at 12 p.m. And
you just did the same thing.
Nintendo Switch was the best-selling console in the US in November 2021. The NPD group has announced that the Nintendo Switch was the best-selling console in the U.S. during November. Not only that, but the console remains the U.S.'s best-selling console of 2021. 1.13 million consoles are sold during the month, with 550,000 of them sold during Thanksgiving weekend. Boys, are you surprised by that at all?
No.
No,
dude. Ever since the Nintendo Switch fixed their production issues at launch, their sales have just been constant. And I mean, we're in the holiday season, so the fact that this was the highest selling console in 2020, like November 2021, and just to 2021 in general, doesn't like it's well established. They know their market, and they're everywhere now, dude. Switch has so much portability that like it's good. It's good for your boyfriend, good for your girlfriend, good for your kids, good for your grandma. Everybody can own a Nintendo Switch, dog.
Yeah, it reminds me. Granted, it took a lot longer to get to this point. It reminds me of the era of the Wii.
Yeah, sure.
Which was a good era.
And I'm pretty sure that the Switch is on pace to outsell the Wii. I'm pretty sure it is.
If I remember correctly, at that time, I don't think Nintendo was giving out sales numbers on the Wii. So it's like,
I want to say I was talking. I wasn't talking. I was listening to a podcast. And it was One Game Scoop podcast.
Yes.
And they were talking about how the Switch is on par to sell out compared to the Wii, which makes a lot of sense. It is now Nintendo's handheld and console, right? Where they used to have the two separate.
Yeah, so, they literally blended their market demographic, and now they're just selling units, dog.
Talk about one of the most genius ideas. Not only that, it is the perfect console for indie games and RPGs. Like straight up, it is the best console for that.
I do want to make sure that we put some fucking respect on the name. The PSP crawled so that the Nintendo Switch could run.
Absolutely. I had 3 PSPs in my lifetime. I had 2 of the OG ones, the big old fat ones, and then when they came out with the slimmer designs, I had the silver slim one.
Yeah. I had the slim and the Vita. I loved them.
I never had the Vita. I wanted the Vita.
Oh, God, man.
But I at that point,
I lived that custom skin life.
See, the thing is though, Garrick, is that I can't play Patapon on a Switch. You know what I'm saying? And Patapon,
dude,
being one of the greatest games to have ever been made. Unfortunately, the Switch it's not on it. It's not on it.
You know what you can play on the Switch?
What?
Skyrim.
Yeah, that's like the 45th best game of all time,
But but you know what you can play on the Switch? You can play every Final Fantasy pretty much.
Oh, you know what else you can play on the Switch, Devin?
Yeah, you can see us at twitch.tv/goodkraken.
You ruined my fucking segue. You've ruined my fucking segue. I was going to say The Witcher. And speaking of The Witcher, Henry Cavill would love to have a conversation about the Mass Effect TV series. While speaking to One Games Radar, Cavill said his interest in the project depends on how closely the adaptation stays true to the original games. He said, quote, very much so, yeah, all depending on how they're executing it. Cavill said when asked about his interest in the series. The world of adaptation can be heavy or light. When I like a product, I prefer the adaptation to be less changed from the source, so it all Depends. Guys, do you want a Henry Cavill Shepherd? Is that what we want? Do we want that?
Yes.
Dude.
Yeah.
The fact that Henry Cavill is just out here, just like doing God's work and solo spearheading, making sure we're getting faithful video game adaptations for stuff, dude. Bless up.
Just,
like Henry
it's not
Henry
even-
Cavill's my guy.
Not even just like video game adaptations, but just like our pop culture adaptation, you know, because like The Witcher is technically a book series,
Right.
and the TV show is different than what happens in the games, right? But
Yeah.
it's all based off of the book series itself. Dude, that man also wants to be in the Warhammer TV show that they're talking about making as well. That he's just a good guy.
Dude,
You know, good
I
guy
love
Henry.
Cavill.
Good
guy
guy
Cavill.
Henry.
Good guy Cavill.
He's such a
You know?
he's such a beautiful man that I kind of just like loosely want to see him in like fucking everything. Like, I also want to like lick the dimples above his butt cheeks, but you know, that's a whole different
You and like every like straight woman across this universe.
every not straight woman too. Every straight man even. Like I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
I
You've
mean-
seen him in fucking Mission Impossible. Just load,
he is
doing
a-
the shotgun
dude.
arms, the shotgun arms. I was like, "Oh, let's go. Let's go."
His mustache is on fleek in that movie,
Oh.
dude.
Oh, it
Oh,
is.
it's beautiful. It's
He's-
fucking beautiful.
Yeah, he like we see all the memes. Everybody says he's the king of the nerds.
Dude, I will give him that crown.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, straight
Sure.
up. Cheers.
Yeah,
Cheers.
Hey,
Like,
cheers to Henry
cheers to
Gallows.
King.
Mm.
You know,
Long
can I
live the
say
king.
Yep.
he needs to get knighted so we can call him Sir Henry Cavill.
I mean, he's Sir Henry Cavill in my heart. You know what I'm saying? He's a beautiful, beautiful man.
Mhm.
You know what else is beautiful though, guys? Sony finally releasing colorful PS5 covers. The new colors are Nova Pink, Starlight Blue, and Galactic Purple. Those join Cosmic Red and Midnight Black, which were previously released DualSense options. Sony writes in a blog post that each of the matching plates is quote unquote easy to use and simply clicks into place where the previous white ones once were. Only black and red will be available at first, followed by the rest of the colors later in the first half of 2022. Surreal, we love you.
What color would you get, Ernell?
Oh, for my imaginary PS5, yeah.
Yeah.
My invisible PS5.
Yeah. What color would you get?
Fuck, man, probably just black. Honestly,
Same,
that
actually.
black is just, mwah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that galactic black is like that OG like PS2 black. You know what I mean?
That nice
Yeah.
sheen matte black. Ooh,
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah.
Ooh.
I like that. I like that. Someday,
Give me that.
whenever I could get one, whenever,
For real.
if you know whether that's next week or 5 years from now.
Well, but what my original plan was going to be too is if I got a PS5 is later on down the line, like I was just going to color it and paint it and draw on it myself, like the little side panels, and just do a bunch of like dope fucking art on the side of it that I could probably want to do. You know what I'm saying?
See, now
I
you can
wonder-
buy extras just to do that.
Yeah, I wonder, are they going to be selling the shade white as well?
That's a good question, Devin. That's a very, very good question. The
Fuck you, Devin. Nobody says that. Don't try to make it a thing.
Oh, look at this white
Grim,
guy. Look at this white guy down here, y'all. Look at this white guy right down here. Get all offended about the
Shade
color. Did you guys hear about Hassan getting banned off Twitch because he called someone a cracker?
Really?
Yeah, he got banned off Twitch because he called some dude a cracker. And
Of
I'm like,
all people, Hassan?
yeah, I know. It's wild.
No.
It's wild. I probably shouldn't say it live on Twitch either. I'm sorry, guys.
Dude, is that real? Is that a real slur? Is that a
Someone-
real
Well,
slur?
okay, I'm not gonna dive into it. I'm not gonna dive in because I'm not trying to have us banned
I have
along with
so
Hassan
many
Piker.
jokes.
Anyways, we do have some breaking news though, guys. We have some breaking news. First off, actually, not first off. This is our only one. It seems Fast and Furious 10 will be stuck in the slow lane just a little bit longer as Universal has pushed back the film's release date 1 month from April 7th, 2023 to May 19th, 2023.
Oh no!
Dude,
It'll
Does that
probably be
10
holiday.
feel heavy in your mouth? Like that's a
Man.
lot of numbers, man. That's a lot of Fast and Furious.
You know,
You're right, Surreal.
Fast
We
and
did
Furious
say Kraken and not
10.
the other word.
Yes, thank you, Surreal. Thank you, Surreal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I was talking about the things that you put with cheese and like in a Lunchables. That's what I was talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
dog. Right on your
So-
charcuterie board. You know what I'm saying? When you host parties.
You know, Surreal says, "Bro, I'm done with those movies." Honestly, I think all of us
I'm
are.
not.
And I'm still
I'm
with
not.
it. I'm
gonna
still
keep
with it.
seeing 'em.
I think I've watched these
Gotta go.
movies like 8 times, dog. Like they're so much fun.
Look, there is a complete box set of 1 through 9 sitting on my mantle next to my TV downstairs right now.
Devin, over here you're using the nut button wrong when we have an actual nut command.
I wanted to put in my specific number of 8 nuts. Okay.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. 8 nuts. Surreal, I judge you. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair, Surreal. That's fair, Surreal.
Judge away.
That's fair, Surreal.
You have no idea. Ernell's like a Fast and the Furious super fan, though.
I love it. I love it so much. It's so dumb. It's
He
so
loves
dumb, but
bad
I
movies.
can't stop. I can't stop. Won't
only
stop.
good
I live my life 1/4 mile at a time.
we God fucking damn it.
That,
Leave
my
the
friends-
Discord now.
my friends has been Little Waves. What we got next, Devin?
Yo, we got the Helm.
Let's go.
So enough about that Fast and the Furious shit, because, you know, Netflix is making a live action Mega Man movie, and this is coming from Sean Hollister over at The Verge. Video game adaptations are on a tear, or tier, one of the two words. We got new trailers for Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and the Halo live action TV series just last week. And of course, Chris Pratt is playing Mario. Woohoo! And the Uncharted movie is nearly here, which is also starring Tom Holland, who's also starring in Spider-Man No Way Home this week. Let's go. Amid these heavy hitters comes the new that Netflix is ready to bring us another franchise as well, Mega Man, the Capcom Blue Bomber, who's been blasting his way through retro side-scrollers since 1987 on the original NES. Technically, a Mega Man movie's been in the works since 2015 at Churnin Entertainment, and it became a little more formal in 2018 when Capcom officially announced it'd be a live-action film with Henry Juice and Rel Schulman, perhaps best known for Catfish, attached to write and direct. But recently, that directing duo revealed on their Supermarché company website that Netflix has picked up the picture via comic book and IGN. Quote, features in the works include an adaptation of Capcom's Mega Man for Churnin Entertainment and Netflix, which they wrote and are directing. The site reads, unfortunately, there's no indication of how far along the movie is or when it might release. IGN writes that sources say it's very early in development. But as some have pointed out, Netflix has a first look deal with Churnin. Perhaps Netflix saw something that it liked. Netflix and Supermarché didn't immediately comment. The gold rush to secure video game intellectual property for Hollywood adaptation goes far beyond the films and shows I've mentioned so far, of course, and Netflix has definitely seen the potential thanks to the performance of its The Witcher and Castlevania series. Netflix has Resident Evil and Tomb Raider shows in the work too, and is reportedly in development on a live action Pokemon series as well, and they're also working on a Gundam movie. It generally sees a lot of potential in gaming and vis-a-vis snapping up film studios itself. Outside of Netflix, we recently had Monster Hunter and Mortal Kombat movies. There's a Last of Us TV show in the works for HBO, and maybe a Mass Effect show for Amazon, a Fallout show that's definitely for Amazon, plus Ghost of Tsushima and Metal Gear Solid movie adaptations. The Portal movie might even be happening someday. Lots and lots of video game content. And I feel like we're still going through the age where people are just figuring out how to make movies and TV shows out of games, you know, where we, over the last decade, we went over that hump with comic books and superheroes, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like they're starting to get it, because that first season of Witcher was really good. That Mortal Kombat movie stayed really true to the source material in the sense of how Mortal Kombat should be, cheesy and ridiculous, right?
For the most part, yeah. For the most part.
Like I think we gave it like a 7 something like that.
Yeah, I mean, like it had potential to be higher, like if they did a couple things differently, like completely take out the entire main character. But like they did good though. They give us a dope ass Scorpion Sub-Zero, and that's honestly the only thing we really watch Mortal Kombat for. Let's be real.
But you guys didn't like the weird. You guys didn't like the weird flower armor.
No, we need.
Get the fuck out.
Hear me out. For Johnny Cage, we need Ryan Reynolds.
Nick Nolte.
I don't like either of those choices.
You don't want Nick Nolte's. You don't want Nick Nolte's alcoholic ass.
Dude, I don't know who I'd pick.
Okay,
Chris Evans would be good.
Tom Hardy.
For Johnny, get the fuck
Tom
Johnny
Hardy.
Cage. No,
he's too rough looking for Johnny Cage.
Yeah,
that's why Ryan Reynolds.
He's got the jaw.
Yeah.
Wait.
I don't feel Danny and Griff says Danny
Sean,
DeVito. Danny DeVito.
Wait, guys! I have it. Imagine
dragons
chiseled. No. Radioactive. Anyways, Xander says Ryan Gosling. No, he's got too soft of a voice, man.
Stop.
He's got too soft of a face.
Yeah. Zac Efron. Yo, Rip, what is up? Welcome.
Oh, what's happening, Rip? What's happening, dude?
Or for Cage, Zac Efron. I mean, maybe, actually.
I kind of like Zac Efron, truth be told.
I
feel like he could pull off like the diva, like not quite a AAA star like vibe.
Yeah.
He could capture.
I was gonna say Sean William Scott.
So my vote, oh, Jesus Christ, Stifler. Yeah. Okay, all right.
A chiseled Stifler.
My vote goes to. I had to look it up. His name's Kellen Lutz. He plays as Emmett in Twilight.
Yeah,
the brother.
But enough about Mortal Kombat. This is supposed to be about Mega Man.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh yeah, we were talking about
Mega Man.
Forgot. Me too.
Okay,
I saw the word Mega Man. I was like, oh yeah, Mega Man.
Do you guys have faith in this?
No.
All right, let's move on.
I'm a little mixed. I feel if they for Mega Man as a character, so I'm not a huge Mega Man fan personally. I know lots of people that are. They need to do the Mega Man film. It needs to follow like the same footsteps that Sonic did. Like Mega Man needs to be like that ultra realistic CGI sort of character. Don't make him a little kid in a weird suit. Like it's okay to let it be CGI. CGI has come long enough. Like it's far enough down the line that we can do that.
Sure.
And I feel like Sonic really changed the game for video game adaptation movies because I feel like it was the first game that captured like that kid-like aspect of it that some adaptations kind of lack.
You really think?
I feel like if they follow.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Do you really? You really think it was Sonic and not Pokemon?
I think it was Pokemon.
Like Detective Pikachu? You don't think that was the turning point?
So as much as I love Detective Pikachu and its animation style is great, we got this level of community interaction that came out of the Sonic film because their design was really bad at first, right? But they redid it and they actually took the notes from the fans and it ended up being really, really good. If I personally had to compare the two, I like Sonic better than Detective Pikachu. I felt like the movie's
me too.
Like I felt like that movie just captures like the heart of what like that side scrolling video game like experience is, just better than what Detective Pikachu did. Detective Pikachu is like artistically and like aesthetically a better looking thing, but I feel like Sonic really captured that. They did a really good job blending the cartoony look of the video game with real life. Like it's got that nice surrealism.
Post art change though, right? I mean, like,
post art change.
Post. That first one.
I mean, we saw it with the Sonic 2 trailer. They're really sticking true to that original video game art style, like with Tails and Knuckles and everything, and even with Jim Carrey's character as well, like moving forward. I do want to note, Xander says he hopes they follow the Battle Network series, which I'm with him. I've always played Mega Man, but
I'm
it was
familiar with
that, and there was an like pseudo open world adventure Mega Man game. Was it Mega Man Legends?
I think so, because it's not
It was
Mega Man X, because I know that was still
no, that was still side scrolling.
Yeah,
That has Zero and everything in it.
yeah. It might have been Legends.
Yeah, that game was actually really good too. So, which had a big RPG element, and I could see them doing a story maybe based off that. Granted, though, it is kind of one of the lesser known entries in the Mega Man saga, so it maybe not. But I played the shit out of that when I was a kid. But, but I would love to see a Battle Network series because, God, that would be such a good anime though too.
Right,
honestly,
right.
Like that would be an amazing anime. But yeah, I don't know. I don't look. It's Netflix. I feel like
That's almost more sketchy than the actual making of the movie itself.
Yeah, because I feel like their stuff is either really good or is meh.
Well, hey, at least with it being a movie, it's not going to get canceled after one season.
Yeah, because it's going to be a movie and they're never going to make a sequel with an open ending.
Dude, for real.
I'm sorry. Like I said, Netflix does make good content, but they also have a lot of like shovelware dumpster fire content too. You know?
Yeah, Netflix chooses to be really experimental with its content, and they're not afraid to let stuff they feel like failed fall.
But to be fair, some of that stuff that fails, I like, because like Ernell, I can admit something's bad, say I like it, but still say it's bad.
And then like we'll get like interesting things that come out of like those failed series, like Jupiter Ascending like isn't going to get a second season, but they just released that animated series Super Crooks, which everybody says is really, really good.
It is. I've watched it. It is good.
And like, so like, even though Jupiter Ascending failed, like we still got good content out of that flop.
It's
so
not
I feel
Jupiter
like we can
Ascending.
still do that.
It's Jupiter something else. But I know Jupiter Ascending is also a movie that also failed.
Wait, Jupiter Ascending is that weird Channing
yeah.
Tatum.
Is Jupiter Rising, isn't it?
Jupiter dude, I don't even know now.
It's, I mean, same fucking name, right?
I watched one episode of that because I was hanging out with my mom one day and she was watching it and I was like, all right, fine, it's on, I'll try it. And it's not good. It's very not good.
Why are you out here trashing Hulu, huh?
Fuck Hulu.
Did you guys
Hulu.
know
Are you
that
kidding me?
Ernell hates Hulu?
Fuck Hulu. Everyone hates Hulu compared to Netflix and HBO. Man, fuck Hulu. We don't need Hulu. The only good thing Hulu fucking gave us was Last Man on Earth.
They didn't even give that to it. That was NBC.
Yeah. What?
Exactly. Fuck Hulu. Thank you, Lock and Load. Thank you. Fuck Hulu.
No. They have a great anime catalog on Hulu.
So it's fucking Crunchy. Just go to Crunchyroll. You know what I'm saying? Or pirate that shit.
I mean, I get Hulu for free because it comes with my Verizon.
Rip in the chat brings up Arcane. I've watched it 4 times now, guys. I've watched Arcane 4 fucking times. Chat, if you guys have not watched it yet, you fucking need to. You absolutely fucking need to. Oh my god.
I'm on episode 8 as of yesterday.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
It's really good.
Unreal.
It's really good.
Oh my god.
And it's a sinker too. There is a lot of content there. Every episode's like 40 minutes to an hour long.
Yeah. Anyways, we're running a little behind. Devin, are you ready for me to move on to the next story?
Absolutely. Read that shit off to me, boy.
I'll read that shit off. Now, guys, this is a little bit of a long one. Buckle your fucking seatbelts, all right?
It's tight, though.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla crossing over with Odyssey. And a year 2 roadmap is revealed. This comes from Matt Miller over at Game Informer, and it reads like this. In the year since its launch, Assassin's Creed Valhalla has proven to be one of the more robust and popular installments of the long-running franchise. Recent entries like Odyssey received an impressive amount of post-release content in its first year, but even after releasing several successful large-scope expansions in 2021, Valhalla is going strong and appears ready to outpace its predecessor by continuing its Viking voyage into a second year. The Dawn of Ragnarok is the centerpiece of that ongoing rollout, a major new expansion set to be released in late winter, aiming to add a considerable chunk of new missions, environments to explore, and even gameplay-altering new character powers. That major expansion is steering toward launch in March, but you don't need to wait that long to get a new injection of Assassin's Creed fun. Launching tomorrow, December 14th, the brand is exploring a fascinating new initiative with dedicated story content that crosses over between Valhalla and Odyssey. And just to let you guys know, that is today. That is today. It came out today. The new crossover stories encompass distinct content drops in both Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The free content releases help... Sorry, I lost my train there. Releases help tell a new linked aspect of the broader Assassin's Creed fiction, touching on the elements of Isu culture that Odyssey's fiction explored in its late game and post-release storytelling. Oh god, I'm a mess right now. In the Valhalla sequence...
that alien coom.
In the Valhalla sequence, we'll even see... We'll even see Eivor meet Cassandra in person, thanks to events that shouldn't be spoiled from the tail end of Odyssey. In both the new Odyssey and Valhalla content, expect to uncover entirely new missions that feature new, as yet unseen locations. As for the larger expansion coming in March, players can look forward to an especially large adventure. Both Origins and Odyssey previously set a precedent for expansion content that veers into the mythological realm. Those concepts were so successful that the core Valhalla game implemented several insignificant ties to Norse mythology, Jesus Christ, including extensive exploration of the realms of Asgard and Jotunheim, where important revelations established the link between Eivor and Odin. Dawn of Ragnarok is continuing that narrative thread as Odin sets out on a journey into the realm of the dwarves, called Svartalfheim. I pronounced that really good. I'm there, baby. I'm there. Let's go. His mission, rescue his son, Baldur, from the clutches of Surtur, the god of the fire giants. Svartalfheim, there we go. Ah, damn it, I almost had it. It's a vast new gameplay space described as roughly 1/3 the size of the entire England area in the base game. Early glimpses of gameplay reveal a sumptuous fantasy play space from sprawling underground dwarven forges to towering snow-capped peaks, along with plenty of appropriately stern dwarven statues and monuments scattered across the landscape. Fighting as Odin, players must confront various enemies, including the frost-tinged Jotnar, previously seen in Jotunheim. The new arrivals are the flaming forces of the Muspels. These fire giants have their own dangerous battle capabilities and have driven the dwarves out of their homes and into hiding, where you must find them to request aid. Oh, that sounds fucking hype. Oh my god. Part of that help comes in the form of Hugr Rip, a magical bracer gifted by the dwarves. The new artifact lets Odin take on the power of the foes he defeats. Several of the new abilities sound especially powerful. Odin can shapeshift into a raven to descend on enemies from high and far away for a devastating assassination kill. Weapons can be infused with ice. A bow power allows players to teleport to the location they shoot, and you can also raise fallen enemies to fight for you. Dawn of Ragnarok is boasting 35 hours of new content. If true, that's larger than many early Assassin's Creed games were in their entirety. And beyond the big new mythology-focused storyline, Ubisoft also promises a new arena, where players can hone their combat prowess against an escalating series of challenges. The new expansion details arrive on the heels of a surprise new content piece you can play right now. The new crossover stories is a fascinating experiment in which new missions have appeared in both Valhalla and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The linked stories offer fresh revelations about the broader Assassin's Creed fiction when played in tandem. We see Eivor and prior hero Cassandra meet up in person, thanks to events we won't spoil from the conclusion of Odyssey. Based on the release cadence from previous games, it would have been easy to presume that Assassin's Creed Valhalla was beginning to wind down. But this announcement proves that Ubisoft is still investing heavily in the game, both with the soon-to-release crossover stories as well as the upcoming March expansion. Whether we'll get even more from the game after that remains to be seen, but Viking warriors should rejoice that we're not quite done with Eivor's adventures. Yeah, oh god, that was so long.
Yeah.
Guys.
Like the alien coom?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. God damn, do I have to play Valhalla now? Do I have to fucking finish Valhalla now? Like, god damn.
Yeah, no, I just re-downloaded Valhalla when I heard about this yesterday. So it is officially on my hard drive. I will be playing this game again.
Garrick, where are you on this?
I actually kind of have mixed feelings on this just as a whole. So here's the thing.
Okay, all right.
It's well documented that we love Assassin's Creed here.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
we've all played titles. We've all got our favorites. But like, there's just something about the DLC with within the franchise that I personally just generally avoid. Like, I don't really do Assassin's Creed DLC. I don't think I've ever done any Assassin's Creed DLC, and here's why.
The ones for Odyssey are pretty good.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say that.
I actually own the ones for Odyssey, but I don't think adding 35 hours of content is a good idea. I don't.
I don't. That's a hot take. That's a hot take if I've ever heard one.
We already have 2 expansions in Valhalla right now.
Okay.
Both add 10 to 12 hours of content apiece.
Yes.
The base campaign in Valhalla, this is discluding any side content, is 65 hours if you are cruising. That is a lot of gameplay. And that's not talking side content. That's not talking about taking your time to simply enjoy the game. And now they're going to add another 35 hours. That's a whole lot of Assassin's Creed. And like, I know there are a lot of fans that kind of disagree with the whole mythology take because they feel like it gets too far away from the historical part of the game, which is weird because the Isu exists in the game anyway. So So I'm a little skeptical. I think the gameplay trailer we get for that expansion as we get closer to that March release date is really going to decide whether or not I pick it up, because I haven't invested in either of the other DLCs in Valhalla, but I am still playing the campaign in Valhalla and I'm really enjoying it, and I like the dialogue and the cutscenes. It's a beautiful game. But man, just the idea of adding another, like, basically a whole game's worth of content, like, that's a little intimidating when you think about just how much content Assassin's Creed already generally has in their games.
Yeah.
I'm stoked about it because their DLC content has been some of my favorite Assassin's Creed content, especially within the last like 5-6 years or so, because all their mythological stuff that they've done with Origins and Odyssey has like absolutely crushed it, where the DLCs that they've done for Valhalla have just been like separate wars in different regions. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And it hasn't really been mythological based at all. Now, one thing I want to say about this crossover event that they're doing, I feel like this is kind of a warm up for that Assassin's Creed Infinite thing that they're talking about, because they were talking about all the regions existing in one space, right? And all the assassins existing in one space. I think this is to butter us up to that idea, because if you beat Odyssey, because it's obviously very apparent in this story now, because a lot of people are like, how the fuck is Cassandra in, you know,
don't spoil anything
Nordic
anything though.
I've got play Odyssey. It'll make
just play
sense.
Play Odyssey and finish it. It's the ending is worth the gigantic time investment.
And the DLC is phenomenal.
That Atlantis one, man. That Atlantis
one is
goddamn
right now. Oh my god, it's so sick. It's so, like, let me just say this.
The Odyssey DLCs are the only one I've touched, because I literally got the gold edition just because of the Atlantis DLC.
The Anubis one in Origins is pretty hype too.
No, it is. It's Origins is great. I think I like the gameplay flow of Origins the most, because the movement is still kind of like Assassin's Creed. You know what I mean? Like the climbing and the running and stuff like that. Where I feel like Odyssey was weird, because I was like, oh, I don't have a sprint button. You know what I mean? You're just always running. That's probably one of my biggest takeaways of Hey, Polar Nights. As a barber, I love this. It is every stage of beard growth.
For real, though.
Oh, awesome.
I'll take it.
Awesome.
I'll take it. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's fine.
let's go.
I mean, like my beard's about as grown as Garrick's is. My issue is that I have the island curse where my mustache doesn't connect, and so it's like, and all my shit.
I'm in recovery mode from Movember still.
Xander says, wait until I'm in there.
Then we'll really have all the stage. Tune in for this week's shipwreck show.
Yeah,
that's fair. That is fair.
Like, was it 3 weeks ago? My beard was like down to here.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no,
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I could talk about Assassin's Creed for hours. I know we all could. We've played all of them, right? So it's like, I'm actually excited, especially the fact that they're doing free DLC to mix in with the game, which, you know, free stuff is always nice. You know, that's where we as gamers win, right? We get more content for our original investment. But yeah.
Xander says that's not Island, homie. That's Asian, my guy. See, the thing that you're wrong here on, Xander, is it's the Asian part of me. You're right. Maybe that is the Asian part that makes this not connect, but the island part is how all of it's kind of just like growing, like right on here, but it never grows on my cheeks. It just does not grow on my cheeks. I just cannot grow a fucking beard on my cheeks to save my life, to save my goddamn life. Okay?
You want some of my cheek hair? Because if I don't shave, it grows up to here.
I want some of your hair, but not the one on your face. Garrick, do you want to take? Go ahead and take the last story, my dude. We're kind of real close on time, so go ahead and take it away, my guy.
Sure. All right. Microsoft admits its handling of Lionhead Studios was a misstep, and this is coming from Matt Purslow at IGN. In a new 6-part documentary series, Microsoft has said that its handling of Lionhead Studios, which was shut down in 2016, was a mistake that helped shape the way Microsoft now works with its acquired developers. The 6th episode on Power On, the story of Xbox, features a short segment dedicated to Lionhead. One of the biggest missteps that we learned from the past was Lionhead, said Shannon Loftus, who was general manager of Global Games Publishing when Lionhead was shuttered. We had already published Fable 1 and it was a hit. People wanted more, so we bought Lionhead. Those were good years. But after Fable 2, Connect came along and Fable Connect, the Fable Connect marriage just never really took, she explained. And then Fable The Journey was a passion project for a lot of people, but I think it deviated pretty significantly from the pillars of what Fable 1 and from what made Fable 1 and Fable 2 so popular. We acquired Lionhead in 2006 and shut it down in 2016, said Sarah Bond, head of game creator experiences and ecosystems at Xbox. A couple of years later, we reflected back on that experience. What did we learn, and how do we not repeat our same mistakes? So what did Microsoft learn? You acquire a studio for what they're great at now, and your job is to help them accelerate that how they do what they do, and not them accelerate what you do. That's important. That's this documentary really speaks to Microsoft's willingness to adapt. Anyways, if you guys haven't seen it, you should watch it. But
I watched all of it.
Yeah, it's great. It's clear, at least among those interviewed for the documentary, that Microsoft realizes they messed up with the British studio. I wish Lionheads were still a viable studio, said Loftus. While Lionhead is sadly no more, the studio's legacy lives on with a new Fable game currently in development at Playground Games. This new version will balance old and new ideas for the fantasy RPG, and we will build on the Forza engine, which is not a bad thing considering Forza 5 is one of the most beautiful games ever made.
Yeah. I watched the same documentary, and I remember hearing them all talk about it, and they owned up to it, though. That's the important part.
The most incredible part about it, I feel like. Did you guys ever have the opportunity? Did you guys ever play the Fable games?
Yeah, I played 1 and 2. I played 3 for a little bit, but
literally
I didn't really vibe.
Literally same.
I didn't vibe with it, so I just
and
turned it off.
Kind of the same thing, but the first one, the first game, the first Fable title is the first game I think I personally experienced with a legit morality system.
For me, it was KOTOR.
I was just about to say outside of KOTOR.
For me, it was real life stuff. Real life was my morality system.
It's a game, huh?
Oh yeah. No, I think mine. Did Fable come out first or Bully?
I never played Bully.
I think Fable came out first because if I isn't Bully's a Rockstar game.
Yeah.
So, and I think they were focused on other stuff because I want to say Fable came out on the PC, and I remember playing Bully in like the GameCube era.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure Fable came a little earlier. I don't have specific dates.
If someone in chat wants to give us a fact check and drop that into fact check Discord, that'd be awesome. We love you.
The point being, though, like I love Fable. Fable is a beloved, like it's like a cult classic fantasy RPG, and I'm glad that Microsoft was willing and open about like the fact that they don't always make perfect business decisions, and the fact that like Fable is still going to be here in the future with like this. I'm assuming it's kind of a soft reboot they're going to be doing. And the fact that this new fantasy RPG is going to be running off of an engine originally designed for a racing game is a little exciting.
So, yeah. So the way that they design assets for the latest engine that they used is they took, what was it, 12K cameras?
Yeah, basically.
Out into the wild and took pictures of landscapes and did satellite imagery like they did for Flight Simulator. So if they use those assets and like reshape them, like
see, that's what I think is going to be really great because Fable is set in a very like British European-esque environment. Like it's based off of that sort of like gothic fantasy. I feel like if they can use that 12K camera stuff they have with Forza and incorporate and like you said reshape those stuff using real life assets from like British culture and like history, dude, it's going to be next level. I'm super excited.
I looked up Fable and Bully. Fable came out on September 14th, 2004, and Bully came out October 17th, 2006. So there was about a little over 2 years between the two games.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, no, this is cool. I mean, you guys basically said everything. It's it is unfortunate. I mean, I applause to Phil Spencer on this. I mean, Phil Spencer's like one of the most down to earth fucking dudes, and as far as like talking heads in the video game industry, like he is honestly probably the most down to earth dude in the video game industry right now.
Super transparent too.
Yeah, very much so. Like he's so just about video games. Like he just wants people to love video games. Like, and that's fucking rad. That's super rad.
Yeah, Phil Spencer is a gem, and he is probably the saving grace to Microsoft after the Don Matrick fiasco with TV.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. But yeah, I mean, like the thing is too is that like these things happen for a reason, and if it wasn't for Fable having or Lionhead specifically having this unfortunate inner destruction of their development team and their company, we arguably wouldn't love Fable as much as we do now. You know what I mean? Like we would have ended up getting another Fable a long time ago, and it would have been not very good. And we would have been like, well, that's it for Fable. And now because we've had some time to just stew and miss it and miss it and miss it and miss it, now they have time to actually give us a Fable we fucking deserve. You know what I'm saying?
And here's the thing, like Playground Games is a great studio, and they know that they cannot fuck this up. They know that.
Yeah.
Like they know that this has to be a good game.
Just like Ubisoft with Splinter Cell.
Yeah, that's why it should not be open world.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just saying, dude, it's gonna feel like
No. We are 15 minutes behind. We're not getting into it again. We're not doing it, Devin. We're not doing this again.
Being said, we are finished with the Helm and all of our news for today. So we are going into the
No, dude.
Oh no, hands on deck.
Hands on deck. There we go.
Hands on deck.
Sorry, it's just this talk of Splinter Cell open world just got me all fucking worked up, man.
It's probably because the last time we talked about it, we were going from little waves into the Helm.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yo, so this is where we talk about one game or a movie or a show that we've recently played, watched, or listened to, a podcast or anything, and we pitch it to you guys and see if you like it. But Garrick, I know you just went, but I want to hear from you because I have a feeling we've kind of done some similar things this weekend. So let me hear what you got, baby.
One each.
So
yeah,
oddly enough, even though we've been talking shit on Hulu this evening,
Fuck,
I
am
have
going to
not
talk
been.
about a
Fuck
Hulu show.
Did you guys know that
ca-
Devin hates
I
Hulu?
like Hulu.
Did you guys know
I
that?
like
Oh
Hulu.
my god,
Dude, what
Can
Devin hates a
someone
lot of
just-
things that he doesn't hate
I
now.
know,
So
right?
everybody
yeah.
knows.
Division
Can someone
2,
just
dog.
smack Ernell in the face with a marlin?
A marlin.
Yes,
That's an
a
aggressive
marlin.
move.
That was
It
racist.
is.
You know, it's because I'm an islander. And he's
It's a fucking fish. What do you mean? What, do you want it to be a fucking salmon so that I can tell you that my ancestors wanted to beat the shit out of you with a salmon? I don't know. I'm a hater. Ernell's out here saying fuck Hulu.
Look at Devin getting up his fucking feelings. Garrick, take it away.
Unbelievable. So
Man,
I'm assuming
y'all brainwashed.
I'm assuming everybody is familiar with Rick and Morty. Even if you haven't seen it, you know what it is. So there's a series on Hulu called Solar Opposites. Have you guys watched it, or are you familiar
Yes.
with it?
Yes.
I feel like I've
So-
heard the name. Let me look at
It is it's called Solar Opposites. It's a Hulu original. I know Justin Roiland, one of the creators of Rick and Morty, is also one of the creators of this show.
Oh, yeah, I've seen
And-
ads for this. Okay.
Yeah, so this show, I really like it. I think I actually like it more than I liked Rick and Morty. And that's because this show kind of feels to me, just to kind of put it in some like layman's terms, like Solar Opposites to me feels like what American Dad is to Family Guy.
Oh, okay.
So
If
like
that makes
slightly-
sense.
Like slightly lesser, still good, but you still get that exponential dread of knowing that the show is not as good.
Yeah, they're polar opposites.
Kind of. Except for I actually like Solar Opposites better because it takes itself even less seriously than Rick and Morty does. So you know how like Rick and Morty like they like
take itself serious.
it doesn't at all.
All right.
But
Yeah.
like this show takes itself even less seriously to the point where like so the main character is about aliens who crash land on Earth, and they're like living in like a faux little family unit in like their suburban household, and they don't even name their gadgets, dude. Like when stuff goes down, they're like, "Do you guys just want to go take care of this with some sci-fi bullshit?" And that's what they call it, sci-fi bullshit, because they're aliens and they don't need to explain what they're doing, dude. There's 8 episodes. There's 2 seasons and a holiday special. 22-minute run times. Each season is 8 episodes apiece. If you have ever even thought about watching Rick and Morty, I urge you to give this a try. It is very easy to watch, super funny. It's got a lot of that weird sort of wacky pseudoscience, like bathroom humor that Rick and Morty does. It's just not like it's not like aggressive about it like Rick and Morty is.
That's
It
what
just lets
that's what I was gonna ask. Because I actually really do not like Rick and Morty. Am I going to like this?
So I like this show better because I can just sit and watch it, and like you know they're like, all right, they're aliens and they're gonna do some weird alien shit, and basically the
Whatever
whole
that
show
means.
is and whatever that means per episode for real. And
Okay.
so like a lot of the show kind of involves around them like misinterpreting like human culture versus like their own culture, and so it's kind of quirky, and I like that because they're like they live on Earth but they don't necessarily like being there, but they're still trying to like make the best out of it. And
Coneheads.
kind of. It kind of sort of the same vibes. But like with 8 episodes at a 22-minute runtime, if you hated Rick and Morty, try this.
Oh,
You might actually be pleasantly surprised.
Spoiler
because-
alert, they're Klingons.
I have to watch
Because,
it on
like-
Hulu. Ugh.
Because like Justin Roiland's the dude's a comedic genius. And if like I feel like what made Rick and Morty kind of like downhill for a lot of people is like the overabundance of it on the internet because of the fandom. Solar Opposites doesn't have this. So you can just sit and enjoy the show and let it be a TV show without being some weird sort of zeitgeist. That makes sense.
I have a weirdness about Rick and Morty in the same way that I now have weirdness about American Dad and Family Guy, where it just feels way more try hard than I want it to feel. You know what I mean? Where it's like South Park kind of just like does whatever the fuck South Park wants to do, right? Like American Dad and Family Guy like don't feel like they're at that point anymore. They feel like they're trying to win people back. And that's kind of like what Rick and Morty has always just felt like, where they're trying to win people over. And it's just like it feels like it doesn't take itself too seriously, and because of such they're doing it so purposefully that because of such it feels like they do actually take themselves too seriously. And that's just my perspective. It just felt like that to me. I'm not saying that that's actually what they do, because I have no fucking clue. I've only watched like 2 episodes. I was like, this is so not it. Not it for me. So I mean, like, with that said, you think I should give it a swing? Like,
Yes, you should absolutely give it a swing, dude. For real. Because
right.
like it's different enough from Rick and Morty, because like, so you just kind of piggybacking off of what you said about, you know, like Family Guy getting to like that point, and it's like it's run history where like it's just, you're like, all right, Family Guy has a formula now, you know what that formula is. Like Solar Opposites is like the forgotten cousin of Rick and Morty, and because it's got that little bit of like, it's just a side thing, they really don't give a fuck. Like there are several episodes where they straight up shit on Hulu themselves.
Yeah.
All the time.
Nice. Very nice.
So
very nice.
But before we move on to the next, you said that this is like the American Dad to the Family Guy, you know, like Rick and Morty's Solar Opposites. What's their Cleveland show?
Dude, I don't know that they. I don't think they have a Cleveland show. But like
big mouth. It's Big Mouth.
Big Mouth is really good. Okay?
Big Mouth is very entertaining. But
it's really good.
Too much for me. If you hated Rick and Morty, but you like you can tell that there's like a draw there. You're like, I want to check this out and I want to like it, but I just can't because it's just too fucking extra. Like Solar Opposites is that toned down, easier to watch version of that.
Okay.
Like seriously, check it out. Like I binge watched all 16 episodes and the holiday special, and the holiday special is just 20 minutes of it shitting on Jingle All the Way. And I loved it.
That's so good. I love Jingle All the Way. It's turbo time. Yeah.
So,
Who told you could eat my cookies?
Like it got renewed for a 3rd season, so people are still watching it.
All right, Devin, who's next? Me or you?
Yeah, that's
I'll go. So I got a short one this week. We kind of touched on it earlier. I decided to marathon all 6 episodes of the Xbox documentary miniseries. Boy, it was good. It was actually really good, and I could totally see them like making a movie off of that, the original Xbox and the way that it was created. Because those stories were actually pretty good, and Bill Gates is not a nice person, apparently.
No.
In his meetings,
it's been very known that he's not a fucking good guy.
Yeah, no, he's grade A asshole.
Big yikes,
probably still is.
Big yikes, yikes. That's got the yikes in the chat. Let's go.
Yeah, big yikes. But the story is really cool, and I think it's really cool that like a bunch of essentially like really young dudes in the industry, like younger than we are right now, pretty much got the chance to you know start this up because they wanted to. You know, and the way that they did it, and like how they were just extremely persistent and just barging in on every single meeting they could just to get a chance to talk to somebody about it, and how they had the team that helped with the Dreamcast and the 3DO try to make the first Xbox, and we all know how successful those consoles were back in the day. But it's just an entertaining story, and just like it's really cool seeing how many hands were involved in trying to make it a thing when the company didn't want to do it at all in the first place, and at the time everybody thought it was a joke, and you know everybody didn't like Microsoft at the time because of a big class action lawsuit from the government and stuff like that on them, on spying and tech. We don't need to go down that road right now. But
yeah, birds aren't real. Birds aren't real.
Yeah, birds aren't real. Drones.
That's all we got.
Dun 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 dun. Anyways, but it's just a cool mini short series. They pretty much go over like all the like negative parts of Microsoft's like you know the way that they've conducted their business, and like they talk about their downfalls too. They don't sugarcoat it, which is actually really cool. Like the story was talking about earlier, they made a mistake with Lionhead Studios. They made a mistake with rushing the 360 a year earlier than it should have been out. They talk about all those things, and it's really cool to see them just own up to it and not sugarcoat it like a lot of other corporate companies do.
It's
nowadays.
a very very transparent documentary.
Mhm.
Like they tell you what is up. It's really entertaining too. Like getting to hear all the insider stories from like the people, like you said, that were just trying to make it happen. Like
Mhm.
just trying, not even after the success, like just building up to the
Mhm.
existence of the Xbox. It's crazy.
I forgot his name already, but the guy who was in charge of making the design of the box, and he was and like everybody was talking about how everybody thought he was insane because he wanted to construct a box that had like a glowing green laser that shot straight out of you from your entertainment center, and he's like, yeah, it'd be really cool. It shoots everybody in the face. And like that's how he was talking about it.
Man,
And I
sounds
was
hype
just
to
like,
me.
and like
for real.
and but like everybody at the office, they're like, we love him, but he's fucking nuts.
I mean, we need someone like that with good Kraken. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that. We need more of that vibe here.
And also, they also talked about how Microsoft saved Bungie, like literally saved Bungie. Bungie was about to tank, because of
their deal with Activision.
Yeah, and no, not even the Activision one, but the Mythic Quest for Mac.
That's right.
Yeah,
I forgot
Mythic
about
Quest
that.
2. It was one of the worst games apparently that was ever made,
and
it had a
ton
of game-breaking bugs.
Isn't that what that show is supposed to be about?
Yes.
Yeah, Mythic Quest. Yeah. Okay.
It's based on that.
Okay.
But yeah, and that game shipped with a game-breaking bug that wiped people's hard drives.
Nice.
Love that for them. I think was it like? It was like 300,000 copies they had to replace. Yeah.
Damn. Imagine.
And it tanked them financially, and they had like 2 weeks to figure it out. And Microsoft was like, hey, what are you working on? Oh, you got Halo. Hey, we'll buy you out. We'll save you. And that's what they did. And but like it's kind of cool, like knowing that Microsoft started with an acquisition like that to save a company, but also get a good IP out of it. And to see them work like over time, just put in the belief behind all these other companies to make games for them, just like what they've done with all the recent acquisitions and stuff, and like seeing that growth and how they got there and how they admitted all the mistakes they made, with the launch of the Xbox One, the Ring of Death, and so on, right? It's really good. It's really good, and it's all on YouTube, and it's free to watch, and I recommend it. Whether you're a fan of Microsoft or not, it's still very knowledgeable and has a lot of
if you're a gamer and you're into like the gaming industry news, like it's worth checking.
I'm honestly don't know how the fuck I missed that this had dropped. I totally spaced on it, but yeah, no, I'll definitely watch it.
It just came out yesterday. So you're not far behind.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not all the way. I'm not through all 6 episodes. I'm only like 3 in.
I've watched every single one. Also, did you know that at every launch, Bill Gates has personally gone to electronics stores to make sure he hands out the first consumer console to the first person?
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
As much of as a piece of shit he does actually like video games. And every time he does that, he sends people home in a limo.
God
dude,
damn.
I like the idea of like that consumer tradition kind of, because like it's it's more than just a business practice. Like it's like it's like the cutting of the ribbon, you know? Like it's just like this is the first Xbox to go out into the wild.
Well, that's video game culture, though, right? Like that's why we fell in love with it, because of it. Like, video game industry transcends just being an industry, and that's the beauty of it. That's why we've all fallen in love with video games over the years. And so, yeah, no, I mean, like, regardless of Bill Gates being a massive fucking bunghole, you know what I'm saying? Just the fattest fucking butthole there could possibly be. You know what I'm saying?
And they talk about it. They talk
about his butthole. They talk about Bill Gates' butthole.
Oh, yeah. No,
Guys, this just in. Bill Gates' butthole is on this Microsoft documentary. It's wild. It's wild.
Actually, they do show somebody's crack in one of the
okay, yeah.
It's on YouTube.
Real quick, Griff says, "Oh man, the Ring of Death made me want to commit homicide." Ooh, fucking retweet to that. Larry in the chat. Larry, we love you. I went through 7 360s because of that damn ring. Thank God for warranty. For real.
Yikes.
I went through two.
I had two, but I didn't suffer from the red ring. My disk drive failed, and then I fixed it, and then it failed again. And then I said, fuck it, and I went and bought the slim Xbox.
So my second one, the disk drive also started to fuck up to the point where I had to smack the top of my Xbox to get it to open and close.
Dude.
Yeah.
I actually only ever had one 360. Boy, it was the 360 that kept on keeping on. But I lost it to the red ring 3/4 of the way through my original playthrough of Black Flag.
Oh no.
Dude,
no.
I was so pissed I went out and bought a PlayStation the next day.
Damn, dude, I don't have my original 360 anymore. I think it's sitting in a box at my parents', but I do have the slim one here still. And I have a Skyrim playthrough on there that's like 400 and something hours.
Oh man. Yeah.
That's my Steam Skyrim, dude. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, I gotta be quick because we're really fucking late.
Yeah, go for it.
I played It Takes Two. I'm not done with it yet, but I started playing it with my little sister, or as she would like me to call her genetic variant. My genetic variant is what they would like me to call them.
Yeah, I started playing it too, actually, with my partner.
So that's what I was gonna say. First things first. Garrick was not wrong. This game is definitely better playing it with someone that you have like a deep personal attachment with. Secondly, this game absolutely deserved Game of the Year, and I'm not even fucking done with the game yet. Dude, like this game, it's so dog. Good. This game is so fucking fun already. Like, it is so much fucking, like, talk about like not just being like the best multiplayer like concept ever, just like the way that you have to handle multiplayer like gameplay in this is so clever and well done and well thought out. What's up, Garrick?
Does it not like perfectly encapsulate the energy that you got like sitting as a kid, like crisscross applesauce in front of your TV?
It is like in accumulation of it feels like the developers took everything they have ever loved about a co-op game, a couch co-op game ever, period. And they said, let's just make that modern. Let's make that fucking modern. Let's do cool shit with that concept of a good couch co-op. And they did it. They fucking did. I really was out here thinking that like A Way Out was going to be like one of the coolest like concept of multiplayer stuff ever. But then this fucking game, I started this up. Me and my genetic variant, Shiana, we started playing it, and we hit the first boss, the vacuum fight, and we were like, this goes fucking dumb, dude, dog. It's hype. How far did you get? We just beat the toolbox. Like, we're like an hour after the toolbox.
You guys have so much more to enjoy. So much.
Larry with the subscription. We love you. Thank you, baby. Thank you. We appreciate you. This game absolutely fucking earned Game of the Year in every way. And I'm not even fucking done with it. It only gets better. It only gets better. Like, are you kidding me, dude? I'm really fucking excited for it. We had a blast playing this for the few hours that we did, and we're now like scheduling like sit downs for me and them to sit down and knock this game out and try to like get our way through it. I can't believe they took a bunch of shit that has no right being as hype as it is and made it fucking hype. Like, dude, oh my god, we got the nail and just like, oh.
You don't even know. I'm
the
a
powers,
few hours.
all the powers in our dude. I didn't even know you got abilities in this game. I thought it was just going to be like a traditional puzzle platformer, but it goes so hard.
Yeah, I'm a couple hours past where you're at right now, and let's just say there's a lot more boss fights.
A lot,
actually.
I believe it. I believe it.
I won't spoil it, but the next part you're gonna do is gonna be really fun. It's gonna
we're
really
excited, dude. We both finished. Yeah. So like the beauty of this is that like I brought it up to Shiana and I was like, hey, this game is up for game of the year. And they were like, I bet. And we haven't played a video game together in years. In actual years. And just like Garrick is saying, we sat down, we fired this up, we got maybe 30 minutes in, and it was just like we were still kids playing a fucking video game together. It was incredible. It was fucking incredible. Like, I could not believe like how just well thought out this game was. Bravo to them, dude. Bravo to fucking them. This game is superb. Anyways, yeah, that's all I got for this week. I've just been kind of watching old shit in the meantime, but
yeah, cool. Well, I mean, yeah, there's a lot more we could talk about, I'm sure, but like, those are all good things, and I will have to check out that show, and I will converse with you about It Takes Two some more here after we both get a chance to play some more.
I want to know how you guys feel about it as you progress. Like,
it's good.
I'll give you updates.
I will say this. I need
the tea.
It's very good. It's very deserving. I still like Guardians more, though.
That's just me. All right. What are we going on to now, Devin? What are we going on to?
No, it's not an argument thing. I acknowledge it. I give its graces to Game of the Year and all that stuff. It's just me on a personal level. Me on a personal level, Guardians just speaks to me a little bit more. That's all.
That's fair.
That's fair. But since all the hands are on the deck and coming off the deck because we're getting sent to the fucking gallows.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Yeah. So we are going to talk about our 2022 gaming predictions. So get your fucking lists out, boys, because we're taking turns on giving our predictions in video games of 2022 and what we think we can expect. Ernell,
what we'll do?
How many do we want to go on here?
I would say, I mean, like, it depends. Do we want to do a post show or?
I mean, yes, Larry, Starfield, always Starfield.
I mean, honestly, I think this is going to be a really fun subject. We can maybe skip on post show for one more week or one more episode and just really dive deep. Let's say 5 each. Let's say 5 each. I think that'll
go with my
one.
First one. We kind of talked about it earlier. That's why I want to get it out of the way right now.
And also, too, before you start, chat, please, just like Larry, give us your predictions for next year, too. We like getting you guys involved in these conversations here. So give us your predictions for what you think is going to be happening in the industry next year, and we will read them off as we go along.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Devin.
So my first one I have is, and this is because at the Video Game Awards, when they showed the new trailer for Horizon Forbidden West, I noticed they did not attach a date to it, like almost everything else we got. So I'm
out.
I don't think we're getting Horizon this spring. I think we're going to be getting it in the September, like right at the beginning of Q4.
And I hate this. I hate it.
You think it'll be like a closer to holiday release?
Yeah, that's why I think September.
Q4 starts in November, dog.
Oh, okay. So right at the end of Q3. So I think or mid Q3. I think the reason why is it's not fully ready yet, and they have not given us any dates in a while. The dates have been rescinded online. The industry also thinks the game isn't ready as well. and this is coming from the most recent person I know who talked about this is Blessing from Adioa Jr. from Kind of Funny Games. He also has this insight as well, and it. I also think they want to get away from Elden Ring a little bit, because right now, as it stands, Elden Ring and Horizon were going to be very close, and we did see Elden Ring win most anticipated game.
Elden Ring is definitely a sales threat to Horizon.
Mm-hmm. Because I feel like it touches a very similar market, because although Horizon is more easily available to a wider audience of people who would play it, it's still restricted to one console, where Elden Ring is on everything, but they kind of pull from the same type of people who would play it, So
yeah.
And that's why I think that it's not a stab at you, even though it is kind of a jab, but I have my reasons. It's just for that. Welcome back, Surreal.
Griff, Surreal's back. Let's go.
Griff says, in the industry, there will be a huge entrance from a small Aussie indie studio that will dominate the world.
Let's go,
and
Griff.
He's not being biased.
Let's go, Griff. Let's go. All right. I am actually going to take notes on these predictions here. So Horizon Forbidden West, coming September, you said?
Mm-hmm.
2022. All right. Who's next, Devin?
Garrick.
All right. Oh, I got a lot of games.
I said it's not a stab, it's a jab. Sorry.
Let's see. I think there's a game that got announced earlier this year. We've seen a lot of stuff on it, which is the Wizarding World's Hogwarts Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty hyped for this game, and I'm hoping. I have a pretty good feeling that this game is probably going to end up being a holiday release next year.
Okay, holiday release.
And I think they're doing it. I think they're going to do it in a holiday release, because I think they want to pair the release of this game in tandem or very close to the release window of Fantastic Beasts 3: Secrets of Dumbledore.
You really think they're trying to have those coincide?
Can I give you a hot take? I think this game is going to get indefinitely delayed and or canceled.
That's wild. That is wild.
We've seen it happen before.
It has happened before. The only reason I don't think that's going to happen with this case is there's actually a lot of information that the developer, Portkey Games, has just been open about. Specifically, they have been really transparent with the lack of involvement from J.K. Rowling, which is, I actually think that their willingness to distance themselves from her as an individual. I mean, obviously because they're using her material. I feel like that's going to give the game a little bit of push. But the thing is like, we saw Pokemon Go's like try to branch out into the Niantic tried to branch out into the Harry Potter, like with Wizards Unite, and it's getting shut down this year.
Mm-hmm.
And so Harry Potter's in a weird tenuous place, but I actually feel like Hogwarts Legacy is gonna open up Harry Potter, like the Wizarding World, to like a bigger gaming franchise. As much as I fucking hate J.K. Rowling, and for real, like she's a fucking turf and she's a shitty person, but
Fuck J.K. Rowling, yep.
Like, fuck J.K. Rowling. Like, as an individual, she is just the worst. But it is impossible to deny the impact on pop culture that Harry Potter has had. I love the Wizarding World and the lore that it has. The fact that this is going to be our first real action adventure open world Harry Potter game, I feel like it's got room to impress despite its controversial release and material source.
Yeah, it's either that or I just don't think it comes out this year. I think we see it at E3 this year, but I think that might be a 2023, like early 2023.
I could see it going that way. I just really think with the fact that we're finally getting trailers for the new Fantastic Beasts stuff, since the whole Johnny Depp scenario. That like I feel like they're gonna try really hard to kind of like to double down and be like, this is going to be the Harry Potter year, you know. So like that's kind of why I'm feeling that the industry is going to push for that, because I feel like Portkey Games is they're a very new publisher developer, and this is going to be their first game. So I feel like pairing their launch around that release window would actually be a boon for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also fuck J.K. Rowling. You know what I'm saying?
But for real, fuck J.K. Rowling.
Fuck J.K. Rowling.
I will never defend her. But
welcome, Big Husky.
Oh, Husky in the chat. What's happening, dude? We haven't seen you in a minute. What's happening, baby? What's happening, baby boy? All right, so my first prediction for 2022, I think that we get. So everyone thinks that we're getting Hellblade next year. I think we're getting it in 2023. I think it gets
agree
delayed.
with that.
I think it gets fat delayed to fall 2023. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
I agree with you on that. I feel like Hellblade will be a great holiday release in 2023, especially since Microsoft has Starfield coming out this holiday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that makes a lot of sense to me. I have no argument there. And one thing I've gotten used to, everything gets delayed now, and if it doesn't,
pandemic, baby.
Yeah. And if it doesn't, we have Cyberpunk on our hands.
I want to backtrack in chat real quick. Larry earlier said Starfield, Dying Light 2, Tiny Tina's Lord of the Rings Gollum. Those are what I'm hyped about, as well as the new Star Wars game that was teased. Let's fucking go. Eclipse looks hot. As much as it's a big time fuck Quantic Dream, they make good games. They make good games. So I have,
That was probably one of the best cinematic trailers I've ever seen come from the games industry. Like straight up.
It looked gorgeous. I didn't realize how gorgeous it actually looked until I went back and watched it again.
I had to watch it again.
There's the scene where that dude is like hitting the drum and it shows his back. And his back like has this like muscular jiggle for a second that looks so real. So real, and how that motion would look on someone's back if they were just fucking ripped down to the 9. And oh my god.
Go back and watch it again. That same scene, you can literally see like air particles coming off like the skin of the drum head.
Oh,
that's amazing.
God.
I watched it in 4K the other day.
All right. Now I get to introduce our newest addition to our commands.
Why? You have a 4K TV too. Shut the fuck up.
But I watch it on my regular monitor. It is. I have turned it into an official flex counter.
Why is it even a flex counter when I'm trying to talk about the fucking
you are just going to be
detail.
called out forever forever and ever now, dude. I hope it reaches triple digits by like halfway through next year.
I love you. No, Chase. Yeah, you can't do it. It's only for the mods. Only for our mods can add the flex alerts.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, like, the level of detail too, in seeing like the love that they put into that trailer, and seeing like the way that the light reflects off of like just the scenery, and just like the big takeaway too, for me was their eyes, like seeing their irises and everything, and seeing how adaptive they were to light, and the way that they were like moving around and stuff. And I just want to end that with fuck you, Ernell.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That is totally fair.
Yeah.
That is totally fair.
Yeah. We'll get my next prediction. Sony shuts down PlayStation Studio. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, Jesus. All right. We've done one each so far. We gotta burn through it, babies. Let's do it.
Next one is we will see God of War at E3, but it will be an announcement for spring of 2023.
Wait, say that one more time?
We will see God of War at E3 with an announcement of spring 2023.
Okay, so 2022 E3. Okay.
Yeah, with the announcement for release of spring 2023.
Okay.
I think God of War will be falling in that February, March spot.
Okay.
That's what I think.
All right. You're wrong, but okay. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. That's why all my delay predictions have come true.
Garrick, what's your next one?
Oh, next one. I think. Let's see. I'm looking at the list here. So I actually feel like next year is going to be really strong in the indie category. I've noticed there's a lot of hot fire indie developers on the up and up right now.
Sure.
And this one got announced at E3. We saw very little of it since then. It is a title called The Little Devil Inside. We recently got some gameplay footage of that, and that one it hasn't been very talked about, and it's but they low key like redesigned the game since its initial trailer, and I feel like we're gonna see more of that at either E3. Actually, it'll more likely be at Gamescom this summer. We'll see more footage on the Little Devils Inside, but I don't think we're gonna get a release this year, despite it being an indie title.
Okay, so Little Devil Inside at Gamescom, but no release date yet.
But no release date in 2022.
Oh, okay, no release date in 2022, or for 2020.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I do not think it's gonna release next year.
Okay, cool.
Just to clarify.
Yeah, no, for sure. Okay, so I'm gonna use this opportunity to counter Devin, and I'm going to I'm gonna put the character down for a moment. Okay, I'm gonna put bad guy Ernell down. Heel Ernell down for a second. All right. Horizon Zero Dawn is going to get delayed to summer 2022.
I mean, I said September, so it's like the end of summer.
I'm thinking June.
You're thinking June?
I'm thinking June.
Then give it a month. You know, it says summer, so say June. So June.
I think we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it in June. And
then Xander's gonna say July, and then Garrick's gonna say August. So one of us will be right.
We're gonna get Horizon Forbidden West in June, and that is to give them that space for Elden Ring. But I'm going to add like a little modifier thing here. We're still gonna get God of War next winter.
No, that's gonna be. I'm sure Garrick can agree with me on this. That's gonna be 2023.
If it is, it'll be in February. But
it'll be a first quarter.
But I don't see it. Like, because here's the deal, right? Like we've talked about this before. Like they want these slates of games to come out because they need to have their comeback after this horrible first year that they entered with the PS5. And it's like, if they start pushing out all of their massive AAA titles that everyone is anticipating and everyone's waiting for,
specifically Ragnarok and Horizon Zero, like Forbidden West,
those are
their two heaviest hitting titles for the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, but outside of Spider-Man, right? So it's like, at this point, like, they need that comeback, and I think that the more they put things off, the more they're going to leave a bad taste in everybody's mouth. I feel like they're going to they're going to sacrifice Forbidden West's overall quality. It's going to come out very buggy. It's going to come out a little bit of a mess, but they're going to allow that to happen because they want God of War to take that pedestal.
I don't think they're going to do that, and I only say that because they also have Forspoken that comes out right at the end of May. It comes out May 22nd.
I'll get there. Devin, what is your next prediction, Devin?
My next prediction. Oh gosh.
Wait, I didn't go.
Yeah, let Garrick go. Garrick has to go.
Wait, what?
I haven't done.
You said Little Devil Inside.
I'm on my third one, aren't I?
Yeah.
Devin didn't put his third one.
Oh no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Okay. I think we are going to get Discord on consoles by holiday 2022.
Oh, Discord on consoles. Specifically by, right? By holiday.
Yeah, by holiday. Yep, okay. 2022.
All right. Okay. I like that one. That acquisition,
we've already heard. We've already heard Sony invest in Discord. We know that Microsoft's been talking with Discord. I see at least one of the consoles getting Discord integration.
Yeah,
I can see
and
it.
I
It
think
would be
it's needed.
nice.
I think it's needed. I think it needs to be there.
Just having the ability to hang out with the homies that are console players, like not even to play games, like just to be the ability to meet up in the social environment that Discord provides, like that's going to be awesome. I feel like that's something that needs to happen.
Yeah, especially it's like each platform has its own voice chat. I mean, except for Nintendo because they make you use your fucking cell phone, anyways, which is what you do for Discord. But and I think they just need to get away from that and like let Discord be the leader in voice chat for gaming, because I mean it already is, right? When we think about it, when it comes to PC, and we use it for almost everything. And hey, Surreal, there's a couple headsets I will send you some links to, that will make it so you can use Discord on your phone and get audio from your Xbox at the same time. I'll hook you up later. But yeah, no, I it just needs to be there. It needs to be there.
That's
for
fair.
convenience, for especially with crossplay being a thing too, because we all know that that fucking in-game chat audio can just be horrendous at times.
Well, here's the deal. This generation is all about convenience. Entirely. I 100% vibe with this. I'm honestly a little surprised it didn't happen already, to be frank
Same.
with you. I think it should have been this holiday, but they're probably just nailing out the last of like the fine print on the contracts and shit like that. They probably already have it figured out that they're going to be doing it. Like all the paperwork is like ready. They're just not ready to announce it yet because they have a couple more ducks in a row that they need to get in a row. Excuse me. Garrick, what is your next prediction, my friend?
Next year, I believe I'm gonna go with around summertime, just kind of during once again just around the E3 Gamescom time. That seems to be pretty heavy for announcements. I feel we are going to get an announcement for a bundle release featuring Spider-Man and Miles Morales for a PC port.
Oh, and you said for E3 next year?
Yeah, just around E3 or Gamescom, just around that summertime like announcement window. I feel like that's
Fest
yeah,
window,
yes, yeah, whatever they call it these days. I'm so sorry, but
no, it's fine.
but yeah, I feel like they are going to do, because they use the same engine. I feel like we're going to get a bundle release featuring the original Spider-Man and Miles Morales.
Dude, they should. I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn again on my PC. God.
Dude, fucking Spider-Man, both Spider-Man and Miles Morales look phenomenal, even just on a PS4 Pro.
Just on the PlayStation 4 Pro looks so good.
I saw it on my brother's PlayStation 5 for Miles Morales. Oh my fucking god, that game looks so good.
It's the ray tracing, dude. They use the ray tracing perfectly in that game.
Which is exactly why I love playing them on PC, because I get to play with all the little settings and stuff. I played the first Spider-Man on a PS4 Slim and it looked great. It really did. It was heavily optimized and it was great, except for when my PS4 sounded like a jet engine because it was a Slim model, and that's why I sold it. Oh no, it was like
yeah,
that's how when I was playing God of War, I could hear it over the TV sometimes. I was like, damn. Yeah. Ernell, did you give your third one?
No, I have not. I think my next prediction, next E3, we get an announcement for Wolfenstein 3.
Yeah, well, it technically be 4.
I was gonna say core title.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be dope. Actually, you might want to rethink that, because that same team is working on the Indiana Jones game.
The team's gonna be able to do that. God of War was working on 2 different games at the exact same time. I can totally see it, because I feel like it's time. Because you know how there's that like 3 to 6 year window where it's like if you haven't seen a title in a while, it's more than likely been getting worked on for the past little bit, and you just got that feeling. You got that feeling in your gut. That's what I got for Wolfenstein right now. I feel like it's coming. It's coming.
I'm just looking up the release date.
Surreal Chase said.
I mean, it's only been 2 years. It's only been 2 years since Youngblood came out.
That wasn't really a full core release though.
Yes, it was. It's BJ Blazkowicz's daughters, and BJ Blazkowicz is in the game, and it is a full campaign.
But it was a 20-hour experience that was focused on multiplayer though. Like I don't think they were trying to treat that as a core game.
Not multiplayer, just co-op, but it is a narrative story-driven game. I've played it.
What the fuck does multiplayer? You're multiple players. Well, semantics.
Like, the way that you said it like talked about it being like a hero shooter or a Call of Duty or something.
Oh, no. I wasn't meaning like online multiplayer, but you should
play it, and I'd actually be willing to play that game again with you on PC because I played it on Xbox. I think it's even crossplay, but it's a good game. It's actually really good. But I just don't think we're gonna see it, just personally, because I think they're gonna be highlighting Indiana Jones because we only got a little announcement trailer. We didn't get an actual trailer yet, and it's
a
the
freaking
same
Indiana Jones game.
And because I'm not going to count this as one of my things. I don't think we're getting Indiana Jones till 2024. Honestly, I think I think
late 2023.
I think the Indiana Jones like teaser that we got, the announcement that we got, is going to be treated the same way that they do with Elder Scrolls. Like they're announcing it now so people know that it exists. I think it's going to get fucking delayed out the ass on the low key, and we're not going to see until beginning 2024.
And we'll see. I just think that's more of a priority than Wolfenstein is because of the IP that's attached to it. And they also have Disney breathing down their necks on it. And Todd Howard is producing it too from Bethesda. But I mean, if we do get it though, I'll be stoked because Wolfenstein's tight. Okay. I just want to preference that.
Oh, dude, new class. Oh boy.
Dude, those games are amazing.
Anyways, Devin, your next prediction.
Yeah, my next prediction is at E3 we will get an announcement of the of Sony's version of Game Pass with also a store on PC. So they will have their version of Game Pass on PC as well, coinciding with first party titles releasing on PC.
Okay.
First
titles. Okay. I'm saving this for us to look at next year. Just letting you guys.
No, I know. I'm reaching for these right now because it's just things I want to put into existence.
Realistically, I mean, none of us are going to be that right. Yeah, none of us are going to be that right for real. Like it's fine. Nobody really knows. That much. We're not fucking Jason Schreier. We're not at that level. We don't know fucking anything on the low key at all whatsoever.
We have no insider information.
Yeah, like zero. We have no reason to believe any of this. We have no reason to believe any of this besides our just general knowledge of the video game industry and our instincts. And that's it. Chase in the chat says, I would appreciate more if PlayStation just did cross-platform on everything and no more exclusives. No, fuck that. We need exclusives.
It'll never happen.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen.
Competition breeds ingenuity.
Yeah. Yep. Now, Surreal is also just fucking stinging Chase in the chat. I'm here for it. I love it.
Stinging Chase, man. It's not even hard to do.
Surreal's just out here just keeping all of our asses in check. I'm so
You'd
here
say
for
Surreal out here is being real.
Okay, Garrick, what's your next? What is your next prediction for 2020? We're on round 4, y'all, and then we're one more and we're done.
Steam Deck handheld console will be delayed in 2020 to a holiday release, not Q1 like initially planned.
Delayed to holiday 2022. I like that.
I do not. I do. Like, I've heard very little about it since you were able to do the initial pre-order. The initial pre-order is a great idea to gauge production numbers,
Only $5.
but I still think, yeah, it is only $5. So if you're interested, just do it. But like, I don't think it makes no sense to me to try to release that sort of product that early in the year. I feel like they're just giving that February placemat because they know they're going to delay it to holiday season.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I feel like I've seen. I might be wrong. But I feel like I've seen some people in our industry either already get one or they were just about to get one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, there's definitely some content creators out there who already have versions of the console themselves.
Yeah. I feel like they're still testing the market though, because the console, honestly, for what it is, it seems rather powerful.
I want to get one.
And I actually think I will too, but I think that Valve is going to end up kind of taking a step back and re-evaluating like production cost on this because it's way more powerful than the Switch, but the price point's very similar.
No, it's like double the cost. Like,
is it?
Yeah,
I thought it was 400.
There's a $499 model.
Excuse me.
And there's a $599 model, and then there's like a $649 model. Is what I think it is.
Yeah,
I was only aware of the $499.
It's just based on like the storage, right?
The storage and the $649 one comes with a dock and everything, so you can hook it up to a TV or a computer monitor and stuff like that. And the dock makes it so you can hook up mouse and keyboard to it as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys ready for my round 4?
Yeah, give it to me, baby.
Guys, gentlemen. I think next E3 we get the official announcement of the Switch Pro. It's not going to be called the Switch Pro, but I think we're getting the Switch Pro next
mine.
E3. Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go.
You took mine.
Yo, Devin. Hey, we're on the same brain wavelength. It's time, baby.
They have to make up for the OLED. They have to.
It's time. Now here's the deal, though. A part of me thinks we're really wrong because if we look at like what Nintendo has trended in their decisions of releasing like different versions of their generations, they usually keep it to like once every 2 years, and the OLED like 2 to 3 years.
The release formula.
Yeah. So it's like I think you and I are on par, but at the same time though, like there's the chance that like they're just gonna be like, no, fuck that. Like that's gonna be the last thing we come out with.
The OLED's been rumored for like what 3 years now, at least.
No, not the OLED. Nobody fucking knew the OLED was coming. It was the Pro that we were thinking.
Switch Pro.
Yeah,
because of the One X and the PS4 Pro. You know. What?
Fucking Chase in the chat.
Wait, what?
So Chase asked me this question earlier. I
gave my answer.
I hate it. Yeah. Chase asked me this earlier, Surreal. So just to give you a little background, because Surreal's new here. Surreal's fairly new here. Chase is one of our I wish it wasn't so, Yikes. But Chase is one of our homeboys, and he does would you rather questions very often with us. And his last would you rather question was absurd. We gave him so much shit for it for a long time. You have no obligation to answer him at all whatsoever. With that said, we're about to hit 2 hours. Devin, last round. Go. What is your last
round?
Last prediction. Let's go.
You know what? I'm gonna alter my last prediction since you took it.
Hey,
I think Nintendo's gonna announce a new console that they're working on, but it's not a Switch.
Oh, what do you think it is?
Just a new console.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
You think so? Dude, I feel like
They
the
haven't
life
even
cycle of
hit.
the Switch still has a couple of years left.
They
Nintendo really
Okay,
stretches
okay,
their releases.
okay. All right. Okay, I'll rescind it. I think that we're gonna get an announcement of the GameCube Classic.
Oh, GameCube.
That-
I like that. I
That
like that.
has some fun implications.
I
That
like
I'm
that.
here
I
for.
like that.
I'm
Let's
here
go.
for that, my
Do
guy.
you have a time when they make this announcement?
No, it's our 2022 predictions.
Okay, sure.
They could do that in a fucking random ass Nintendo Direct. You know what I mean?
I mean, Larry gave you the Xander Nut button, the Xander Nut
Yeah.
in the chat. So I think he's about it. He's about it, man. I like that. I like that prediction a lot. That's.
And I would also just like a PSP Classic where they just make a new fucking PSP.
Yeah, I would like a PS 5P. We love you too, Chase. We love you too. A brand new PSP would be lit. Would in fact be litty, as one would say.
A new Sony handheld of any kind would be
goddamn
kind of
Yeah.
cool.
But they'll disguise it as a Sony Xperia phone. They'll only last like 3 months.
Garrick, what is your last round prediction, my friend?
All right, I don't have any big, cool, crazy funds for my last pick.
Trash.
I know, dude. I didn't come prepared, but I don't know if you guys have heard inklings of a little title called Atomic Heart.
Oh yes,
yes.
Big news! Day 1 Game Pass.
Yes. So Atomic Heart's release, I believe, will actually be. I believe that if Atomic Heart releases in 2022, as it is originally planned to, it will be the franchise to finally push the Fallout franchise back into greatness because it will be firm competition.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what's interesting about that is both Fallout, obviously because it's owned by Microsoft now. Atomic Heart is entering a partnership with Microsoft to release on Game Pass day 1 on PC and console as well. So that's interesting. That is interesting.
I feel like just because because Microsoft owns Bethesda now, but they're doing this day 1 release, and Atomic Heart is so in line with this with like the brand of gameplay that Fallout brings, that I feel like it's going to push Bethesda to do good things, if that makes sense.
I think it has the quirkiness of Fallout, but more of the gameplay and freakiness of like a BioShock. I think it's more of a BioShock competitor,
grittier.
Personally.
Okay.
I think Bethesda, especially like the Fallout franchise, got its big like reality check when Outer Worlds came out.
Yeah, because Obsidian tore it up with that one.
Yeah. They're like, oh, you won't let us make a Fallout game yet again? All right, we'll just do this. It's Fallout in space. You know? And that's like, but I see what you're saying. I will say I'm very hyped for Atomic Hearts though.
I am too, which is why I want it to be good, because I want it to breed other good things from its greatness.
Yeah, I think it will be though. They've been working on that game for the better part of half a decade now.
3 years since we got the official announcement.
Yeah. But like working on it though, like 5 years.
I think they're at 5 or 6 years in development.
Yeah, which, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but that seems to be about the standard now for development games.
That seems 6 years. Normal.
For
yeah.
How long you said?
About
3 to 5 is, I would say,
I'd say
normal.
I'd say like 6 years.
It really
for AAA titles.
Okay, for AAA, yeah, it can be anywhere from 5 to 8, honestly, because it's like there's a lot of things that happen that like I mean, it also depends too. Are we talking about like the moment the game is signed to start becoming a game, or are we talking like the moment it starts getting physically built? Because those are two very different dates.
Well, I mean,
I would consider once you've got that first build, that's when the game is officially in development.
Or when you're coding it.
Yeah, like the first steps into coding.
Yeah.
Because Neil Druckmann is currently
hands on the keyboard.
Neil Druckmann is currently writing the script for The Last of Us 3. Like, does that count as part of the development? Or
I mean, yeah, he's developing the story. That is development.
Because if you look at that time window, he also started The Last of Us 2 script when The Last of Us 1 released. Like, he started that night on release date. Well, great. Yeah. So Griff says no. just no.
It's up in the air, right?
And
It's
Griff,
just up in the air.
Griff being our resident game developer guy here. Let's see. Griff, games do not exist until they are past prototype phase. There we go. Okay. It's official. That's official. That's the official call. There we go.
And
There
he
you go.
is the one to know.
He is the one to know. Up until that point, they are experienced. We appreciate you, Griff. We appreciate it.
Yep.
Garrett, could you put into simple terms what your prediction was? Just like phrase it for me.
If Atomic Heart is released in 2022, it will breed appropriate competition for Bethesda.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Dope. All right, boys. Our last prediction and my last for the night, generally speaking. 2022 Game of the Year, Starfield.
Yeah. I agree with that.
So?
Now, here's the
agree with
deal.
that.
Here's the deal.
Okay.
Here's the deal. It's gonna be cutting it real fucking
Wait, is
close.
are they eligible within a November 11th release window?
They are because the cutoff is usually the third Friday. It's usually the third Friday of November.
This close.
I think yeah, it's a smidgen. Now here's the deal. They sort of just snubbed off Battlefield this year and like every other game that came out that week because they announced the nominees for Game Awards early this year. Mm-hmm. Even though the cutoff was the 17th, they released the nominees, I believe it was the 14th.
It's because they knew Battlefield was going to be bad.
Now, here's the deal. Griff in the chat says God of War Ragnarok. I want it to be God of War Ragnarok so bad. As someone who just fucking loves that game so damn much, I think Starfield is going to be the one to creep up and take it. I think because here's the deal too. I also think God of War Ragnarok is not coming out until after the cutoff date anyways. So I think God of War Ragnarok is going to end up having to compete in Game of the Year 2023. And so I think Starfield's going to be the one to come in and it's going to give us fucking 3 weeks to really impress the world, and people are going to eat it up. They're going to fucking eat it up. I have
Ernell's not being biased. He is more of a Sony God of War fan than he is of a Bethesda Starfield fan.
Yeah.
I personally think a Sony exclusive is going to win Game of the Year next year.
I mean, like, trust me, I want it to. I want it to be Horizon Forbidden West. I really, really do. But it's, I don't know. Starfield is a sleeper, man. Like, it's creeping up.
The thing is, though, dude, but if Forspoken actually gets released, I think that's going to be it.
I don't think so.
I think Forspoken is getting pushed to 2023. Yeah, Forspoken ain't coming out next year, dog. It's really not.
I think it'll come out, but I don't think it will be considered for Game of the Year. But I don't think that type of game will have the as big of enough of a big following like Starfield will. I think Starfield will be more popular.
But It Takes Two won Game of the Year this year.
But it was also, I would consider It Takes Two to be more popular than Forspoken's going to be, because Forspoken kind of hits on a niche, right? It's kind of like.
I feel like It Takes Two is more niche than Forspoken, because I feel like Forspoken's gonna speak to
Final Fantasy fans,
and more specifically like PlayStation first party fans. Like, I think that's really who it's gonna hit, because it's like nothing about it really says much, like translates much differently than Horizon or God of War. Honestly,
I think, and I've noticed this from the trailer. It seems that some of the NPCs from the trailer might be a little weak, like in story development.
You're fucking weak. You know what I'm saying? You're fucking.
I'm not saying the main character is, but I'm saying like some of the the villain interactions, like just some of like the villain interactions, and that's my. Just from like the trailers that we've seen, I think that might be the weak point of the game, is some of the NPC characters within it. Just from what I've seen, I could be completely wrong. I'm hype on this game. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna get that shit day one on PC. You know,
sure.
But I don't see it happening, and I only say that because I've never seen a Final Fantasy game win Game of the Year.
And it never will.
Exactly.
It never will.
And this is a Square Enix game.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. It's never
Like,
gonna happen.
Like Final Fantasy VII Remake didn't even win it. You know what I mean? And that had
And if
so much hype.
one was gonna do it,
exactly.
Yeah,
and like, I'm not trying to discredit you. I'm just trying to give you some logical reasonings that I have.
No, sure.
It.
Yeah, no, that's
no,
fair.
for sure.
That's fair.
I understand that.
Yeah, you're wrong, but it's fair.
That's fine. I could be wrong, and that's tight because that game looks sick.
Devin, what's our schedule for this week, baby boy? We gotta get out of here.
You know what is sick? Ocean Shrine story time. That's right. That's tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 10 p.m. Eastern. My screaming Polynesian right here, Ernell Pearson, Ocean Shrine, he will be playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and then him and I will be able to compare notes with each other because I also started playing it. So.
Hey, let's go. It's going to be tight.
I'm kind of hyped that we're playing this game at the same time right now. It's pretty sick.
I finished that shit ages ago.
I didn't. I put 20 hours into it, and then I sold my PS4.
You know when it released 7 years ago?
It was tight then too, I guess.
yeah. Just like I still play Skyrim, and that was released 10 years ago.
We don't talk about talk about
but
you playing
Thursday,
that for the 85th time.
We're doing a Shipwreck Show live recording. Now, Ernell, are we doing that here or on Patreon?
No, that's specific to our patrons. That is
until speaking of which, you can join us at patreon.com/GoodKrakenShow. Drop the command in the chat. If you want to see the redonkulous shit that we talk about and things we say and do to each other, that's the place you want to be. This Thursday, it's my topic, and it always gets a little nutty when I talk about
it's going to be about food. It's going to be about food.
About to say, I'm okay with it being about food.
It's not going to be about food this time, y'all. It's not going to be because we've already talked about my grilled cheese experience that you know.
I don't like the way that sounds out of context.
Experience.
Oh god.
Friday, we are doing no show because this Friday we are seeing Spider-Man.
Let's go, baby! Let's go, baby! Let's go!
And then Saturday, we're doing the GK Pod Spider-Man No Way Home review, which we will be joined by Xander, and I believe Genesee will be coming back on.
Yeah, me, Devin, Genesee, and Xander. And by the way, to you guys, that's going to be entirely spoiler free. We're not going to be doing any spoilers for that.
Which means it's going to be a short show.
No, it won't. We'll have some good conversations. We're just going to have to be disciplined about it. But yeah, spoiler free. Yeah, come in on. Oh my god, I'm so excited, dude. I'm so excited.
Yeah. So with that being said, though, please let us know what your gaming predictions are in the comments. Hit us up, message us, go to our YouTube, like that bell, leave a comment, let us know. So this has been the Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you enjoyed the show, you can head on over to patreon.com/Good Kraken Show, where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive post-show content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the 7 seas.
Yarg.
Thanks.
Got you, baby. I got you.
You can support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken! And leaving a review there. We do not have a post show to go record right now. But until next time, stay pres out, y'all.
Stay pres out. I cannot believe Devin hates The Division 2.